delicious.
Just fabulous.
You know, James, this peach is even better than those little green flies that live on rose bushes.
And those green flies were never as good as this.
What a flavor. It's terrific. There's never a flavor like this. There never has been. I should know because I've personally tasted all the finest foods in the world. Look over there. Whoa, there are black things lying in the water over there.
There are two.
There are lots of them.
What are they?
They're probably some kind of fish. Come along and say hello.
Oh, yeah.
No, they're sharks. I'm pretty sure they're sharks.
What absolute right.
I'm positive they're sharks. They come to eat us.
Just assuming that there are sharks doesn't mean that there's any danger if we stay up here. Is there?
They're swimming in towards us.
Go away! Go away!
Go away! Look at the size of their jaws. Oh dear, they're attacking. We're finished now. The whole pigeon, there'll be nothing left for us to stand on. And they'll start on us.
She's right. We're lost forever.
Oh, I don't want. It's great. I don't want to be eaten, but you're gonna get me first. I'm so fat and juicy now.
Is there nothing we can do? Surely you can think of a way out of this.
Just think of something.
That was quickly.
Come on, James. There must be something we can do.
I think there is something we might be able to try. I'm not saying it'll work.
Tell us now.
We'll try anything you say. Just tell us. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Be quiet. Let the boys speak. Go
Come
on, James.
Go on, come on.
Go on.
I don't think it's good after all. I forgot one thing. We don't have any string. We'll need hundreds and hundreds of yards of string to make this work.
But my dear boy, that's exactly what we do have. We have all you want.
How? Where?
The silkworm, haven't you noticed the lazy beast? He just sleeps all day and does nothing.
Yes, he just lie there all day. We can easily wake him up and spin.
And what about me? I can spin just as well as any silkworm. What's that? I can spin patterns.
Can you make enough machine you?
As much as you want.
And would it be quick and strong?
Strong as there is.
But why? What are you going to do?
I'm going to lift this peach clear out of the water.
You're mad, right? That kid's mad.
It's our only chance.
Go on, James. How are you going to do it?
Silence, I suppose.
Seagulls, the place is full of them. I'm going to tie one end of a silk string to the neck of a seagull and then tie it to the stem of the peach. And I'll do that with another until we have enough to lift for it to lift us into the air. Yeah, it's kind of like balloons.
What absolute nonsense. You're completely off your head. How are you supposed to move the string around a seagull's neck? I suppose you're gonna fly over there and catch it yourself.
What absolute shoddiness.
Let him finish. Go on, James. How are you going to do it?
With bait.
Bait? What sort of bait?
An earthworm, of course. Seagulls love earthworms. And lucky for us, we have the biggest, fattest, most juiciest earthworm.
Stop. No, you can stop right there.
Go on, James.
The seagulls have already spotted them, but they daren't come down while we're still up here. So this is what we'll do.
No, stop. I refuse. I'm not gonna give up my life for any of you.
You will have to give your life. So this is what we'll do.
It's a brilliant idea!
I know, especially the part where I'm gonna get hacked to death. No, you're touching me.
Okay, I promise I won't let them touch you. Okay? Okay, so everybody, come on, let's go. Action stations, jump to it. You centipede, get that silkworm to start spinning, and you two, Spider, hurry up, jump to it. Let's go. This is the 502nd seagull. I think this one will do it.
Hurry up, James. I don't like this at all.
Hi, Daniel. You should be thankful that you're still alive.
All because James had such a clever idea.
Yes, I marvel at him. If it wasn't for James, we'd all be dead. It's such a splendid idea.
Not if you're the bait.
Guys, everybody, it's working. It's working. I can feel us lifting. Oh, it's
beautiful.
I can't believe I'm not hurt.
You were very brave.
Goodbye, sharks.
Oh boy, this is the best way to travel.
I know. You can see forever from up here.
Hey, look, there's a ship below us.
It's a big one!
It's got three funnels.
You can see them. You can see us?
What an adventure. Can you believe it? Wow, now neither James nor any of the others knows it, but the ship that is passing beneath them is actually the Queen Mary sailing out of the English Channel on her way to America. And on the bridge of the Queen Mary, the astonished captain is standing with a group of his officers, all of them gaping at the great round ball hovering overhead.
I don't like it.
Nor do I, sir. Do you think it's following us?
I'm telling you, I don't like it.
It could be dangerous.
That's it. Holy cats, it's a secret weapon.
Send us screen at once. The country must reward the Gamera telescope.
There are birds everywhere. The whole sky is strewn with birds. What are they doing? And wait a second. There are people. I can see them moving. I can see a little boy in short trousers. Yes, I can distinctly see a little boy in short trousers standing there. And there's a sort of giant ladybird.
Just a minute, Captain.
And the colossal green grasshopper.
Captain, please.
And then a spider.
Oh, dear, he's got things here again.
And an enormous, a simply enormous centipede.
There's something wrong with him. He's not well. Get the ship doctor. Hurry.
But look, it disappeared in the thick cloud and I'll never see it again.
Never mind that. The captain has split pieces of it. He's popped the cork on. The ship captain now. Take him away. Below. He's dead.
I wonder where we're gonna end up now.
Who cares? Seagulls always go back to land sooner or later.
Wow, didn't see what those people on the ship that really excited when they saw us? Well, I guess we did up here a little odd.
What do you mean, James?
What I mean is...
What do you mean? That we all look mighty strange and huge. And why wouldn't we? They have ears attached to the side of their heads.
Doesn't everybody?
No, for example, where do you think I keep my ears, James?
I have no idea.
Right here on each side of my tummy.
And nice swallow soil.
And with that charging underneath, I gobble up all the nasty little insects in the farmer's side. I am the farmer's best friend.
I think you all are wonderful. Isn't this great? It seems that everybody is loved in the world.
Not me. I'm a pest. I'm a shocking, dreadful pest.
What about you, Spider? Aren't you a much loved creature in the world?
No, I'm not loved at all. Yeah, I do nothing but good. All day long, I catch flies, mosquitoes, and insects in my web. I'm a decent person.
I know you are.
It's really very unfair the way spiders are treated. Why was last week your horrible aunt Sponge blessed my poor dear father down the platform with that? I watched the whole thing on the scary.
But isn't it unlucky to kill a spider?
Of course it's unlucky to kill a spider. Look at what happened on Sponge. Bump. Don't we all feel it as the speech went over her?
Yeah, it was really nice feeling. Will you say the poem about it, please?
Yes. Aunt Sponge was terrifically fat and tremendously flabby at that. Her tummy and waist were as soggy as paste. It was worst at the place where she sat. So she said, I must make myself flat. I must make myself sleek as a cat. I shall do without dinner to make myself thinner. But along came the peach, oh the beautiful peach, and made her far thinner than that.
That was really
Aunt Spiker was thin as a wire, as dry as a bone, only drier. She was so long and thin, if you carried her in, you could use her for poking the fire. I must do something quickly, she frowned. I want fat, I want pound upon pound. I must eat lots and lots of marshmallows and chuffs till I start bulging out all around. Yes, she announced, I have sworn that I'll alter my figure by dawn. Cried the peach with a snigger. I'll alter your figure and iron her right on the line.
Getting colder.
and darker. Why don't we all go downstairs and keep warm until tomorrow morning?
No. I think that would be a horrible idea. We should stay up above the peach to keep a lookout for anything bad that might happen, okay?
Well, I see that James Henry Trotter and his companions are crouched close together to keep warm. Little do they know what lies ahead. Oh dear, it scares me. Well, anyway, to get on with the story, there's not a sound anywhere. Listen how quiet it is. The giant peaches swing gently from side to side, quietly, softly. Not at all like the aeroplanes that roar through the sky, driving whatever might be lurking secretly up there in the great cloud mountains back to the cover of the clouds. That's why people who travel in airplanes never see anything. But the peach, yes, the peach, makes no noise at all as it floats along. Wait, shh, be quiet. I hear it. There, do you see over there? I think our travelers are about to, any second.
Look, there's Lancelot houses. But how enormous it all is.
Oh, tremendous tall buildings. I've never seen anything like them before in England.
But this couldn't possibly be England.
Then where on earth is it?
You know where we are? We're in America, and that's the Empire State Building. And those are all skyscrapers. That means we crossed over the Atlantic Ocean overnight.
It's not possible.
It's incredible. It's unbelievable. I think it's not possible, but I always wanted to go to America. I had a friend once who went to...
Quiet. No one cares about you or your friend. What we need to care about is how we're going to get down now.
Ask James.
I don't think it should be very difficult. All we'll have to do is cut a few lines, a few silk strings, and then we'll glide down slowly and gently down to the ground.
My goodness, I've forgotten to polish my boots. I refuse to show myself outdoors without my shoes polished.
For heaven's sake, let's not go through all of that.
Whoa! What was that?
What was that?
Guys, an airplane just cut through all our silk strings, and we're...
I'm sorry I always picked on you even though you're as blind as the facts.
Centipede, I ought to. No, never mind. You weren't that bad.
It's the end.
I know it is.
We're done for.
We had it.
I can't believe it, but we're not dead.
We're not?
No!
Okay.
America.
James,
And
why are all those people hanging out of the windows staring at us?
Maybe they think we're heroes.
I think you're right. They do think we're heroes.
James was right. Everyone on the beach is now looked upon as a hero, especially James. They were all brought down in 5 minutes and escorted to the steps of City Hall, where the mayor of New York made a speech of welcome. The mayor decided that there just had to be a ticker tape parade for these wonderful visitors. A procession was formed, and in the leading car, which was an enormous open limousine, sat James and all his friends. And the crowds went wild with excitement. They cheered, they yelled, they screamed and clapped, they tossed bits of white paper and ticker tape at James and his friends, who were standing up in the car, waving as they went by. Then a rather curious thing happened. A little girl in a red dress ran out from the crowd and shouted, oh James, can I please have just a tiny taste of your marvelous speech?" "Help yourself," shouted James. "Eat all you want. It won't keep forever anyway." Needless to say, that was the beginning of the end for our splendid giant speech. Children came from everywhere. By the time the procession was over, the whole gigantic fruit had been completely eaten up, and only the big brown stone in the middle had been licked clean and shiny by 10,000 eager little tongues left standing in the trunk. And thus the journey ended. But the travelers lived on. Every one of them became rich and successful in the new country. The centipede was made vice president in charge of sales of a high-class Furman boot shoe manufacturer. The earthworm with its lovely brown skin was employed by a company that made women's face creams to do commercials on television. The silkworm spider, after they had been taught to make nylon thread instead of silk, set up a factory together and made ropes for tightrope walkers. The glowworm became the likeness of the torch of the Statue of Liberty, and thus saved the grateful city from having to pay a huge electricity bill every year. The old green grasshopper became a member of the New York Symphony Orchestra, where its playing was greatly admired. The ladybird, who had been haunted all her life by the fear that her house was on fire and all children all gone, married the head of the fire department and lived happily ever after. And for the enormous peach stone, well, it was set up permanently in a place of honor in Central Park and became a famous monument. But it was not only a famous monument, it was also a famous house. And inside the famous house, there lived a famous person, James Henry Trotter himself. And all you had to do any day of the week was to go knock upon the door, and you could always ask James to tell the story again of his adventures on the beach. In fact, James thought it would be nice if one day he sat down and wrote it as a story for you. So I did. And that is what you have just seen.